Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink issue 3. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno, episode 162, and that show will review all the comics I read this week in one show, and all the exclusive comics for that are in the description below. Also, guys, my web show, Motherverses, released this week, and I hope you guys can check it out and give us feedback. That'll be annotated also. But let's start talking about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink, issue 3, a book I've just been loving. And here, I love this cover too. We get to see regular Kimberly. She's just a high school student, but she also has a bow and arrow, which probably the portions could be a little bit better of bow and arrow. It looked like a hockey stick at first, but also she's a gymnast, and then she's a Power Ranger. So it kind of shows, you know, all the roles that Kimberly has. Now let's start talking about the artwork. I love the art style for this book. You see the energy right there, like kind of the, you know, her turning her face there. And just the personality just leaks through here. The colors are so well done. I just gush over the artwork every single time I see it. Even the fights were really well done, showing her her gymnastics in a lot of ways, just the way she kind of lands. Really like the attention to detail there. I mean, the costume designs you could just gush over all day too. Like the little pink emblem that the Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger has. But yeah, it's that emotion that you really get to see through. A good example of that is when you see through Kimberly's helmet and you actually see her face, which is something you can't see in the TV show. There's other examples of that too, that they really show emotion, especially during the fighting scenes, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I'll gush over the artwork all the time. But let's start talking about the story. I have to gush over the story too. This book shows, I think, well, first of all, in this issue, we get to see that the Power Rangers are still trapped, and Kimberly, you know, she doesn't really even care about her secret identity at this point. Her mom's seeing that she's a Power Ranger. I think his name's Sergey, who's the new character. He's, you know, realizing that she's a Power Ranger because, I mean, the villains already kind of know they're the Power Rangers, which I never understood why they never thought, hey, let's reveal their identity. That would, you know, that would defeat the Power Rangers. But yeah, here she doesn't even really care. She's trying to just figure out a way to get out of this cage. She easily takes out the bandages she has, the ropes, and she uses her gymnastic skills to do so, which I really liked. And she wants to defeat the villains. She wants to defeat Goldar, and she wants to defeat them. So we get to see that she might have to team up with a villain that she doesn't like in this issue. And she doesn't have as much power than she did, so how is she going to, you know, save her mom, save all these people, save the townspeople? And, you know, Zach and Trini try to help as much as she can. Her new friend tries to help. And you see, like, he didn't totally betray her. It was more of like, hey, I need to save my family. It was the only alternative I had. And that's pretty much the issue, and I loved it. I thought, you know, what I really like about Power Rangers Pink, I think even more than what the main series has been doing, it develops the villains and our heroes here. Well, I love Kimberly's development as a whole. You see her as a leader, which I always felt like she was a ranger that felt like a leader, but to see a female Power Ranger as a leader is, you know, it's rocking, it's cool. It's very cool to see that, and it's highlighted so well here. It's like, I just want an ongoing of this series. But yeah, and I think the emotion and friendships really show well here, especially between Trini and Kimberly. Trini's able to, you know, figure out you know, the communicator and make a hologram, but also Kimberly and her mom. You know, her mom's like never shown in the TV show, but here you see that they have a really strong relationship, and that, you know, she'll do anything to save her mom, and it brings more stakes to this battle. It's not just a battle, hey, you know, we have to save the world because we're Power Rangers. It's like, I have to save the world because my mom's being hurt. I have to save the world to kind of, you know, prove myself as a ranger. So there's a lot more stake here. And it makes it more enjoyable to read, you know, these fights and to read these battles, and it makes the villains more interesting. You actually have a story in this issue where the villains even have stakes in this fight. So honestly, I thought it was a perfect issue. It just brings everything I love about Kimberly as a character, and it really brings the possibilities of what Power Rangers can be when it is fleshed out and their characters are fleshed out. I just think it's a perfect issue. It was my pick of the week, and I gave it 5 stars. I just loved it. It was an obvious pick of the week for me this week. Pick up Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink if you haven't. So I give that 5 stars. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below there are links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.